All right, next one. Surface area study guide. Yes, I'm going to let you listen to all of these. That way you can go through and figure out what you need to work on. Ask me individual questions as you need to. This way I'm not wasting everybody's time going through every little thing. And you can go through and get through the most and get the most bang for your buck. Now, what I will tell you, we're going to go ahead and continue using 3.14 for pi. So if some of my answers are a little different than yours, that's why. You're like, hold on, Miss Garrett, but I don't see anything here for this. Well, if you flip a page, you'll actually notice that there is cylinders coming up. Because it's prisms, we're going to go ahead and use PS is equal to PH. And, of course, our total, which is S is equal to PH plus my two bases. It's like if I paint the room. So, P. Remember, that is perimeter of the base. And all that means is I add all sides. H is the height of the figure. Or if you get stuck, it's the only number not on your base. And I will explain that here in just a minute because I'm going to have y'all draw your base. Yes, I realize you can shade it in. Yes, I still want you to draw it. Why? Because it'll save you from making an error. All right, and of course, big B is area of base. This is your base shape area. Now, reminder, if it's a rectangle, it's always the bottom one. All right, so if I'm doing a prism for triangular, I add all three sides. These are all the ones that are on the outside. So I'm meaning this one, and this one. Not the inside, just the outside. Rectangular. They have four sides. That means you add all four sides. All right, triangular and rectangular. If I'm looking for H, this is the only number not on your base. That's when you draw it. Now, if you are not drawing it, this is your distance between your two bases. All right, big B. If I have a triangle, I'm going to use my area formula, which is 1/2 my base times my height. Remember, triangles are half of a square or a rectangle. Rectangular, I'm just going to use regular base times height. All right, as always, if your numbers are different than mine, do not fast forward. Understand why your numbers are different. It might be something simple that we can fix here instead of you making it on the test. So you should have ended up with 40 inches, 10 inches, or 99 inches squared. First thing I did, I shaded in my base. I then drew a rectangle, and anything that touched it, I put it on my base. The height, which was B, was the only number that was not on my base. How I do perimeter. I do 11 plus 9, and then I multiply those numbers by 2 because there's 2 11s and 2 9s. So 11 plus 9 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. When I did the area of the base, I did 11 times 9. You're like, okay, Miss Garrett, but why do I care? Easy. pH. Plug it in. What's your perimeter? 40. What's your height? 10. What's your solution? 400 inches squared. It's area, so it's always squared. Total, pH, plus my two bases, my two big B. Plug it in. 40 times 10 plus 2 of my 99s. That gives me 598 inches squared. All right, this one. It didn't tell me what to round to, so I went ahead and rounded it to the nearest hundredth. So I got 239.25 or 25 hundredths inches squared. My total, I got 323, yet again, 0.25 inches squared. All right, so if you missed the lateral and you got the total right, you probably chose the wrong base. Remember, I draw my base after I shade the bottom one. If it's rectangular, it's at the bottom. That means I've got 10.5 times 4. How I got 239. I did 29. You're like, Miss Garrett, how'd you get 29? I added 4 plus 4 plus 10.5 plus 10.5. 14.5, which is 4 plus 10.5 times 2, which is how I do my perimeter, is equal to 29. And then I multiply that by my height, which is 8 and 25 hundredths. That's how I got this answer. And then I took this answer plus 2 times my 10.5 times 4, which is just 42. So basically, I add 84 to my lovely lateral, and that's how I got my answer. And yes, that does work every time. Your answer here for the total surface area of the box becomes 323.5 inches squared. Yet again, my base is down here. I redraw it, and I get 8. So when I did my perimeter, I got 21 because I added the two sides together. So 16 plus 5 is 21. My height was my other number not on my base of 13.5. And then I just added my two bases. So my big B was just 8 times 2.5 or 2.5. And that's 20. And then you just fill it in. So you have pH plus 2 big B, 21 times 13.5, plus the 2 times the 20, which is the 40, which when you add that all together, you get 323.5. Your answers for this one are, let me get to the right page, you have 11.3 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, because it's area, it is squared. Now, if you did not get those numbers, first thing I did, I drew my base. I've got 1.2, 5.1, and 5. So when I added those three numbers together, that's how I got the perimeter. The only number not on there is the 2. How I got the area, I did 5 times 1.2, and then I divided that by 2, or you can even take 1/2 of that answer. And that is how I got 3. All right, so why in the world does this really matter? Easy. You can use your pH. You do your 11.3 times your 2, and that's how you get your solution, 22.6 inches squared. Formula here, pH plus your 2 big bases, which is your areas of your base, 11.3 times 2, which is basically your 22.6, plus your 2 bases, 2 area of your bases, which is 6, so 22 and 6/10 plus 6 gives you 28. 6/10 inches, and of course it's always squared because it's area. All right. Your answer's here. You should have gotten 313.5 millimeters squared and 397.5 millimeters squared. Now, if you did not get that, continue watching. If you did get that, go ahead and fast forward. So, first thing I did, I drew my base. It tells me that I have 11, I have 8, 14, and it tells me my height is 6. So when I add up all my bases, my perimeter becomes 33. I then multiply that by the height, which is 9.5, which is how I got my lateral surface area. Because this number right here is my height of my figure. And then to get my total, I just took my 313.5 plus my 2 bases. So 14 times 6 divided by 2. So 42 times 2 is 84. So 313.5 plus my 84 gives me my 397 that you see there. On to the next one. You should have gotten 32, as I'm trying to write that backwards, 32.6 inches squared. Now, if you did not get this answer, please just kind of follow along, draw what I'm drawing, especially if you don't already have it. So, it should just be a regular triangle, not some funky. So, I'm told because of this that these are both 2.5, and then this is 2, and then my overall height on my little base is 2.3. So when I do this, it tells me total surface area, so pH plus 2b. My P, I just add all those together, it becomes 7. My height is 4, so 28. Plus 2 times 2.3 divided by 2 gives me, obviously, my 2, because I have 2 bases. When I do 2.3 times 2, as I told you, divided by 2 gives me 2.3. The reason why it's just 2.3 again, because half of 2 is just 1. So 1 times 2.3 is just 2.3. When you add all that in together, you get your answer of 32.6 inches squared. Now, remember I was telling you at the very, very beginning that you're going to use pi as 3.14? So remember, 3.14 is equal to pi. So lateral, our surface area for of a lateral surface area of a cylinder, it'd be good if I could talk today, I'm so sorry, is 2 pi RH. Now, when I do total, it's 2 pi RH plus my 2 bases. Now, area of a circle, remember, is pi r squared, so I have 2 pi r squareds. Now, remember, if I'm doing a regular rectangle, it's base times height, but because I can take this right here and create one of these right here, it'd be good if I could trace on this at all. Yeah, a lot of y'all are much better tracers than I am, case in point. So basically, this nice little area right here creates the circle. So it's basically I'm doing 2 pi r for this nice little top part, and then the height of the base. So 2 pi r, of course, is the circumference of a circle, or the around the outside. And then, of course, the area of a base is pi r squared. And there is 2 bases. So, I know a lot of y'all had some problems with this on one of the review pages. So, if you have your original formula, and there's a reason why I'm not giving you an answer immediately, I want you to pay attention to this. This is your original formula for a total surface area. If you only have one base, that means you only need one base, which means you can just do 2 pi RH plus I can either put in a 1 or I can just put in pi r squared. And then that's it. I don't have to subtract anything. I don't have to really add anything. I'm done. All right, so this one, you should have your formula, 2 pi RH, because it is lateral surface area. You fill it in. I told you use 3.14 times 9.3 times 28. And you get the answer of 1635 millimeters squared. Now, if you missed this, when you did your entire thing, this is what you ended up getting. If you got it, fast forward. Because this is a 2, this is closer to 310 than it is 320. Where am I getting 310? Easy, 310. And I'll go ahead and highlight it, make it easier. So I'm acting as if that 2 was a 0. So is that closer to 310 with that being a 2, or is it closer to 320 with that being a 2? Because 312 is closer to 310, that's why it becomes 31 hundredths. All right, your next one. Yet again, I've got to fill in formula. So 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. I fill it in. 2 times 3.14 times 8.5 times 18 plus 2 times 3.14 times 8.5 squared. And you might want to write small because mine went off the page, no problem. So that becomes 1,414.57 feet squared. Now, real talk, if you missed this right here is your diameter. You divide that by 2, you get 8.5 feet. That's your radius. That's the number you put in. From there, if you missed it, after that, come visit me. I'll see what you did with your calculator, and we'll see if we can figure it out. This one, lateral. You should have gotten 211.95 inches squared, and your total being 243.74 inches squared. All right, if you missed it, continue listening. So first, I'm going to do, because it needs lateral, so I'm going to do 2 pi RH. I'm going to divide this by 2. So I have 2 times 3.14. Yes, I'm using 3.14. That will definitely change your answer. Times the 2.25 times 15. When you do that, you get this answer. Now, if you take that answer, also add in 2 of your bases, which remember is 3.14, as I'm trying to write pi, times the 2.25 squared, you'll also get added in, and then you have in like 243.742. Because that's a 2, it becomes a 74, and it stays put. And good news is, you're done listening to me. If you are 100% done, you're good, and you do not need any more study time. Work through the IXL ones. If you have already finished these, come see me. Show me all 4 done, and we will talk about what you can do next. All right, thank you, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.